Are you struggling knowing how to begin your OET letter? Then watch this video because I'm going to show you how easy it is with these simple tips on how to begin your letter. Let's go! Hello, I'm Jo from Specialist Language Courses. We are OET Premium Preparation Providers. And if you're preparing for your OET, you're in the right place for success. But before we jump into today's video, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel and visit our website, specialistlanguagecourses.com, and see what we've got to help you pass your OET exam. Let's begin. Here is the writing assessment criteria. It's important to make the purpose of the letter immediately clear. In the OET writing paper, you may be asked to write a referral letter, a discharge letter, or a transfer letter. This should be made clear in the first paragraph and then expanded upon throughout the letter. So what exactly should you write in your first paragraph? Let me show you now. State the reason for writing and include any relevant details. This should include the patient's name, the context, so how they're connected to you, and why you're writing. Let's put this into practice. Here we have an excerpt from some case notes. We can see the patient's name is Mr. Lionel Ramamurthy, and you are the charge nurse in the medical ward at Newtown Public Hospital. Mr. Ramamurthy was admitted with pneumonia, and you need to write a discharge letter. We can also see that the patient is a resident at the community retirement home. So, the reason you're writing is to request ongoing care after discharge tomorrow when Mr. Ramamurthy returns back to the community retirement home. Let's look at some example first paragraphs. Read through A, B, and C and decide which paragraph you think would be most appropriate. Which one did you choose? Well, paragraph A is too brief and it's missing details such as the patient's name, when he was admitted, and why you are writing. Paragraph B contains all the necessary information and it's clear to the reader why you are writing. Paragraph C contains too much information and detail at the end of the paragraph, and this would be more appropriate to write this later in the letter. Let's take a look at another example. This is an excerpt from a medicine sample test. You can see the patient's name is Miss Annie Hall, and you are the practitioner examining the patient due to gastroesophageal reflux. You need to write a referral letter requesting a definitive diagnosis and a possible endoscopy. Look at this example of a possible first paragraph. Thank you for seeing Ms. Hall, who presented today with a 2-week history of gastroesophageal reflux with possible stricture. I am referring Ms. Hall to you for further investigation and a possible endoscopy if required. It clearly expresses the patient's name, how they're connected to you, and why you're writing. And here is another task. Read through the notes and find out the patient's name, how they're connected to you, and why you're writing. Patient's name is Mr. Peter Dunbar. You are the nurse in a community health centre and have been monitoring Mr. Dunbar and his diabetes. You are writing a transfer letter because Mr. Dunbar is moving to Centreville to live with his daughter, and you are outlining the patient's history and requesting ongoing monitoring. What would you write in your first paragraph for this letter? here's an example. I am writing to transfer Mr. Dunbar into your care. He is moving to Centreville to live with his daughter and requires regular monitoring of his diabetes and encouragement to comply with his medication and dietary regimens. Now let's take a look at some useful phrases you can use to begin your OET letter. If you're writing to a care home where the patient lives, you could say, I'm writing regarding your resident, Mr. Lionel Ramamurthy. If you're writing to the patient's existing GP, reference this. I'm writing regarding your patient, Mrs. Jackson, who... For discharge referral or transfer letters, you can simply write, I am writing to discharge Mr. Morrison, or refer Mr. Morrison, or transfer Mr. Morrison. Or if it's a new referral, you might write, I'm writing regarding Mr. Smith, who presents with, or I'm writing to introduce Mr. Smith, who presents with. Or you might say, thank you for seeing Mrs. Hine, a 28-year-old woman who... And for expressing the context, we have these phrases. Who was admitted to the hospital on the 10th of October with pneumonia. Who was admitted to hospital for a right shoulder replacement on the 26th of June. Who has recently been diagnosed with diabetes. Who presents with. And to express the reason for why you are writing, you might say, he is being discharged tomorrow and requires ongoing care. She requires daily home visits and ongoing care. Your ongoing management would be appreciated. Your assessment and advice would be appreciated. Top tips for beginning your OET letter. Use the writing task to help you. It will contain the information you need to know, whether it's a referral, discharge or transfer letter, and it will state what you need to do and why you're writing. Use the discharge plan or information on future care and make it relevant to the task. Don't use the same beginning for all letters or a template. Over to you. I would like you to choose one of the tasks which featured on today's video. Could be one of the nursing tasks or the medicine task, and write your first paragraph in the comments below. Let's see how you do. And if you want more support or help with your OET preparation, do check out our website. We've got many courses which can help you succeed in the OET exam. We have subscription packages available for 1 month, 3 months, and OET one-to-one tuition. So do check us out. Don't forget to like the video, share with your friends and colleagues, and we'll help more people pass the OET exam. See you next time. Bye. So what exactly should you write in your first paragraph? Let me, blah, blah, blah. Let me know. Too much talking. Available and one-to-one something. And see what course we could... Don't forget to share, hit like, and see how we can help more people and see. It didn't work, I was so close. And if you want more help with your OET preparation, oh my goodness, I can do it.